Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews online. As always, I do thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, which hopefully you do find informative. And when you go to your local bookstore to select your book of the week or book of the month or whatever, that you will very seriously consider the book I'm going to review for you. And it's by a very familiar author. And the book is ENCORE in Death by J.D. Robb. This is published by St. Martin's Press, and it retails for $39.99. J.D. Robb needs no introduction. She has written 56 books. This is book 56 in the In Death series. Every title has In Death in it. So as we all know, J.D. Robb is the pseudonym for Nora Roberts, who also in her own right has written dozens of very interesting romantic, thriller, mysteries, whatever you want to call it. But the J.D. Robb series, featuring Eve Dallas, is a particularly popular series. And when you have 56 books in the series, obviously you are doing something right. The books are all set in deep into the 21st century. I think now they're up to the year 2061. And you are guaranteed an excellent read with a J.D. Robb In Death book. Now, this particular book revolves around a murder. Now, don't they all revolve around some kind of murder? And the victim this time is Brant Fitzhugh. He is a noted actor, Hollywood actor, and his wife, Eliza Lane. The two of them are the darlings of Hollywood and Broadway. Eliza Lane has won an Oscar, a Tony, a Grammy, and she is one of the more popular actresses of the day. Now, there is a great big celebration in the Upper East Side of New York, which is promoting the revival of the movie Upstage that she has done before. So everybody's happy, and Brant Fitzhugh raises a drink, he drinks it, and then seconds later, he drops over dead. So, of course, onto the scene comes Eve Dallas, the homicide detective, along with her partner Delia Peabody, to investigate what happened. First, it appears maybe he had a heart attack or was accidental. No, it was death by drink. And in fact, when Eve Dallas does for further investigation, she finds there was cyanide in the drink. But she also believes that the drink was meant for his wife, Eliza Lane. Over the years, she has managed to gather quite a few enemies. Her career began 25 years ago when she was the understudy for Leah Rose. And Leah Rose died of an apparent possible suicide. And so right away, Eliza Lane took over, and her Broadway career never looked back. So now the question is, as Eve Dallas looks into this, she believes that the drink, of course, was meant for Eliza Lane, and somehow maybe Brant was holding it for his wife and he decided to take a drink. Well, it was the last drink. And so Eve and Delia start looking into certain people. Now they talk with Vera Harrow, who Brant Fitzhugh dated many years ago, about a decade ago, and he suddenly dumped her for Eliza. And so could she be harboring a grudge? Now there's also a man, Ethan Cromwell, who is a sort of stalker. He's obsessed with Eliza Lane, and he's actually was institutionalized, and now he's out on parole. Could he have suddenly tampered with the drink somehow? And another suspect is the mother of Leah Rose, who died those 25 years ago, that the mother thinks somehow Eliza Lane had something to do with the death. So, but there's other suspects as well, too. There's many, many suspects. And what makes a J.D. Robb book most interesting are all the suspects. She writes the characters very well, as she always does. You know, you never have a dull In Death book. And this one is certainly no exception to the rule. As we see, Rourke, who is Eve Dallas's husband, he has a minor role. Like, he's mentioned from time to time, but he's sort of a peripheral character. And one of the suspects in the beginning is a barmaid waitress who works at one of Rourke's clubs. Now, Eve thinks, she was hired to work at this great gala event, but obviously that's just like a red herring. She was not, anywhere connected with the death. So, but there are other deaths that happen as well too. So, are people trying to cover their tracks? And what exactly is going on? And who really wanted Eliza Lane dead the most? So, this book definitely deserves an encore. Actually, it deserves a standing ovation because it is J.D. Robb at her finest. So if you're looking for a great low-key mystery thriller with lots of suspects, lots of interesting characters, you can't go wrong with this book. So let me know if you agree with my review, which I'm sure you will. I've never read a mediocre J.D. Robb book yet. So until we meet again, keep in touch. Keep sending me those emails. I look forward to them. And if you haven't signed up for my channels on YouTube or Facebook, please do so and follow my reviews because there's lots more to come, believe me. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Thanks again for viewing, and bye for now.